This video is about how tax sale foreclosures work in the state of Florida. Hi, my name is Julia M. Spencer. I'm a real estate advisor, full-time investor, and your #1 source for real estate advice online. Now, don't take my word for it. Go to any search engine, type my name, Julia M. Spencer. You'll find me on all the social networks. I have a ton of YouTube videos that you can listen to today. It's free advice about anything and everything there is to know about real estate investing. I've been doing real estate investing myself for about 25 years. I've pretty much retired from that in the last couple of years when I decided to do it more seriously. I did have a career before this, and I want to teach my knowledge. I want to tell people what I know. I don't know everything. I learn from you all, my subscribers and people that listen to my videos, so I'm always glad to get your input. But I also accumulated a lot of my own knowledge and for sure made tons of mistakes, and I want to helping you avoid to make the same mistakes that I did. Now go to my website today, juliamspencer.com. I've published 6 audiobooks so far. There's more coming, lots more coming for this year even. And anything there from a beginner's guide to real estate investing, a landlord guide. I've been a landlord for many, many years. A guide for foreigners to invest in the United States. And my newest book, the one I'm most proud of, is about tax sale foreclosure investing. Now let's talk a little bit about that topic here. How does tax sale foreclosure investing work in the state of Florida? So there's steps on how to do this in the state of Florida. It's very interesting actually. And I've recently purchased some property in the state of Florida. Now the state of Florida has several kinds of sales. You can buy tax certificates. That's basically paying somebody's taxes for one particular year for one property. And then there is also the tax deed sales that happen once a month usually, and that's where you can actually purchase the deed to a property. And both of those sales are conducted by different authorities. One is conducted by the tax commissioner, and one is conducted by a different office. And you can basically participate in both of them online. There's a website for this. And basically what happens is you can start with purchasing tax certificates. There's a 2-year redemption period, so you basically buy a year or several years, and then once you have that tax certificate, you just basically have to wait 2 years and do nothing. Now, if there's tax certificates that were sold on that property to previous bidders, previous investors, if they want to apply for a tax deed and their 2 years are up, it's their obligation to pay you off at whatever interest rate you bid. Florida is a state where you bid down the interest. You basically bid on the amount that's due and the interest rate that you want to get. And the highest that you can get is 18%. The lowest is, I think it's 1/4%. I've seen some actually go for 0%. So you can basically just bid down the interest. It's a bid down the interest state. And then once you have that tax certificate, you hold on to it and wait for either another investor to pay you off, for the original owner to pay you off, or after 2 years elapse, you can apply for a tax deed. And then the property will go to a tax deed auction, which is conducted by a different authority in that particular county where you're bidding. And the bid will be up to anybody and everybody, so other investors can again purchase the property or the original owner and pay you off. And a couple of intricacies though is once a property goes to a deed sale, if it's a homestead, the starting bid will always be half of the assessed value of the property. So basically if you purchase a tax certificate on a homestead property and you plan on taking that to a tax deed auction later on, you need to be prepared to drop at least half of the assessed value of that property if it's a homestead. Another peculiar thing in the state of Florida, I think I may have mentioned it already, I'm not sure, but you have to be a U.S. person to bid in the state of Florida, and you have to have an entity, a company entity where you can bid on that property that is a U.S. certified and able to do business in the United States. Oh, and the other thing is that if you hold a tax certificate and you don't do anything with it for 7 years, it's null and void. That means it's not valid anymore. So you have to, if you purchase a tax certificate and if nobody pays you off and the 2 years elapse, you got to figure out what to do with it within 7 years, or else that tax certificate is null and void and you get nothing. You basically just gave a donation to the taxing authority. And that's pretty much how to do tax sale foreclosure investing in the state of Florida. There's a lot more information to this, a lot more intricacies, a lot more data. And for all of that, I suggest you go to my website today, juliamspencer.com. There's an audiobook there, brand new one. I'm very proud of it. It's called Tax Sale Foreclosure Investing. It has a 20-minute module specifically on how to invest in tax sale foreclosures in the state of Florida. There's a couple other states too, but Florida is there. So I suggest you go there and purchase that today. If nothing else, go to my website down here, juliamspencer.com. Download your free guide to real estate investing there and sign up for my newsletter. Thank you and happy investing.
For your free guide to real estate investing, visit juliamspencer.com.